Hello, and welcome to this page, which is about my specific and especially tailored package within the realm of animal communication called Whispers from Beyond the Rainbow Bridge. My name is Christina. I'm working online and worldwide as an animal communicator. I'm based in the UK. And I apart from talking to all sorts of animals about all sorts of topics and answering the questions that their owners have, particularly drawn to animals in spirit. I'm very familiar with losing a pet. I've lost a beloved cat last year, which was then promptly replaced with another soul cat. I've lost a beloved horse in the past. That was very tough. I've also lost dear family members. My father passed a few years ago. My mum, I think she's preparing to say her last goodbye at the time of making this video. So I am very familiar with how tough it can be to lose a loved being. And in this context, in particular, a beloved pet, perhaps even a soul pet. And within my animal communication work, pet owners like yourself, who's watching this at the moment, not only want to have their questions answered, perhaps around their pet's passing, wondering or wanting to make sure that their pet has crossed over all right, but also to really desperately find a way of staying in touch with this pet, of remaining connected. And we all know that, or perhaps you're not sure about this, but I can tell you that our animals in spirit are always connected with us. Yes, their flesh suit, if you so want, has left, and we can't physically cuddle and hug them anymore, but their soul, their essence, their spirit is always there. And perhaps you've even had glimpses of your pet appearing, or perhaps woken up from a dream that seemed so real, which featured your departed pet, or had an incident, or maybe a butterfly landing on you, or anything of meaning which made you think, oh, I wonder if that was my pet visiting me. And if this thought, if this nudge came spontaneously to you, then chances are this is indeed so. Our pets do visit us, and they do want to talk to us if we are receptive and want to listen. But understandably, we also would love something more tangible, something more concrete that helps us stay connected with them, feeling their love and devotion and companionship even after they've passed. And I was searching for a solution to this and asked the universe, asked the animal kingdom, how can I help my clients who want to stay connected with their pet, but want to do more, want to have something else instead of waiting for a sign or hoping that one day they may appear in a daydream or so? What can I do? How can I help? How can I be of service? How do you, the departed animals, want to come across? What can you suggest? And I let this question percolate within me. And a couple of days later, I think it was, an article about psychic art came up. And I immediately thought, that's it. That's it. That's the answer to my question. That's how the animals want to come across in art. Now, I'm not an artist. I'm a singer, yes, which is why I'm wearing this makeup. I sing for the elderly, and I'm about to go to a performance. But so in that sense, I work with energy, and I work with, the vibration of a room, etc. But an artist in a painting sense, I'm most certainly not. But that was what was communicated to me very clearly from the animals. We, if you're willing, are happy to come across in a painting. So I thought, okay, that's it. That's what I'm going to follow. And very, very soon I found out how I wanted to do these paintings and what materials I wanted to use. And I immediately almost set to work. And this has resulted in me now being able to offer a channeled painting with or after our animal communication with your pet in spirit. And this painting is unique. It is an absolute surprise. I do not know what happens until the animal guides me, but it will contain the essence of the message your pet in spirit has for you. It is imbued with love and care and compassion and all the loving energy that your pet had and still has. And every time you look at this painting and focus on it, I can tell you your beloved pet that has crossed over the rainbow bridge will be there. Those whispers from beyond the rainbow bridge will come to you. Because, of course, accompanied to this painting is a handwritten card with the process of the painting and the key message in this painting. But obviously, it'll be so familiar to you that every time you look at it, you will need to remember it. You will just know your cat, dog, horse, rabbit, bird is with you, coming through to you right in this painting every day if you so want. So I'm so happy to be able to offer you this, but I want to show you, of course. I cannot really adequately show the magic of this in this video, but I'll try. I will show you a painting by a cat called Celine, and I will just show you it, and then I will talk about it. So this is the painting. Canvas board, soft pastel with glitter pen. And yeah, it can be viewed from different angles. That's the beauty of this artwork. If you look at it from a different angle, it will show you something different every time, with every angle. So this is the aspect I painted it in. And if you can see, there we have a lot of orange and red. And here at the bottom, we have gray, green, murky colors. In the middle, a bright yellow flash. And the message of Celine, this lovely cat in spirit, to her owner was, be a little bit more crazy. Get out of the rut. Do random things that bring you joy. Do things for yourself, out of the ordinary. Be spontaneous. And that yellow flash is representing the flash of spontaneity, the action, random, joyful, happy actions of her owner, culminating in a golden, red, yellow, orange glow full of happiness and fresh vitality. The grey, greeny area on the bottom there represents the murky waters of life that are sometimes difficult to navigate and where we sometimes feel we're just keeping our head above water. The green you can see in this painting represents hope and positivity, and the red area represents the heart energy. The red pinky area represents the heart energy, the energy of love. But I'm going to just take this away now and share with you what else I've noticed with these paintings. Is that when I look at them, either in the aspect I paint them with or in a different aspect and a different angle, an animal comes through. The shape of an animal comes through. So far, this has been happening in every painting. Absolutely amazing and fascinating. So I'm going to hold this canvas board painting up again, and I'll give you a few seconds to see if you can see an animal, the shape of an animal. Anything? Maybe you've detected something. It might not be the same as me, but if you look here on the bottom, I see the outline of a cat, the head of a cat, and it looks a bit like a Devon Rex. So down here, if you focus on this part, it looks like a Devon Rex cat that is appearing on the painting. So I've realized not only are the animals gifting their owners a sacred message within a painting, within a unique, heartfelt painting, but also they're imbuing the painting with a picture, not necessarily a picture of the animal, of the species that the painting was channeled through, but an animal. I don't know why that is. I'm not proclaiming I know everything, but it's happened so far every time. So this is an example of a canvas board painting which I offer with a communication session accompanied by a handwritten card distilling the key message and process of the painting and shipped to you about 1 to 2 weeks after the communication. You can frame this and hang it up in a special place, in any place where you feel that this painting is given its due. And this is a wonderful way of my clients to keep in touch with their departed pets every day, every time they look at the painting. So that is one option, to receive a unique, through your departed pet channeled painting with a personalized message for you after the communication. Of course, you'll also get a summary of the communication itself, which will contain the emotional theme and any perhaps action steps for you. Who knows? But this handwritten message pertains particularly to the painting, the process, and the cool message of this painting. But that is not the only option. If you do not want to opt for a painting, but would still like a tangible item that allows you to connect with your pet, even if he or she is in spirit, then there is another option. Because something else that I do is I also talk to representatives of species. So I talk to the representatives of cats, dogs, horses, or perhaps of one type of animal, an elephant or a tiger or a wallaby, and they have unique messages for us also. So I will connect with them and ask them for their unique message for us humans. What do they want to talk about? What do they feel is of importance to humans? Not only can I do that with a species or with a representative of a particular type of animal, but I can also do this with your pet. So if you'd like something tangible to connect with your pet even after he or she has passed, then I can also create a special message for you from your pet as a high quality digital print that you can either print out yourself or have printed and frame in a special place in your home. So this is not a manually created artwork like the painting I just showed, but it is also a way of you staying connected with your pet in a special and unique way. So what I will do is I will ask your pet after the communication for a distilled message, a distinct distilled message to you, and I will, with it and your favorite picture of your pet, create a digital print that you can then use for as an artwork to hang up, or even for a t-shirt, for a coaster to have it printed. The possibilities are endless. But it is nonetheless a particular message, a core message from your beloved animal friend that's now in spirit to you. And whenever you look at this picture, whenever you look at this message, you know that your animal is right with you because we've had our communication and the message will really resonate with you. Let me show you. You can see a picture in the back, I think. And this is Celine's message. So the same cat that we saw the canvas painting, this is her core message for her owner. Go a little crazy, do more random things that bring you joy. Her owner was in a very demanding, or is in a very demanding job, and hence this was an overriding message and invitation from this cat called Celine. So you can see the name is on the top there, and lovely picture of little Celine with the core message in white. And that again can be printed in for use in various sizes, and you can turn it into the lovely creation that reminds you of your animal forever. So again, another wonderful, wonderful way of staying in touch with your beloved animal friend that has very sadly decided to transition to the other side. And this is another option for you to receive via email as a high quality digital print following our communication. And if you have any questions to this, I would warmly invite you to ask. The painting is a complete surprise to you and to me. The message is crystallized out of the communication, but phrased and worded in a way that makes the most impact. In both ways, you will receive a lasting item that allows you to connect with your pet in spirit every day, whenever you wish. In the Soul Connection package, it'll be the digital print, which you can frame or use in another way. And in the Legacy Connection package, it'll be the handmade painting as channeled, as transmitted, as guided by your pet in spirit. Thank you for watching, and to all of those clients who've got these paintings and prints already, thank you for trusting me and trusting me with your pet's message. I love you all.